So Army of the Dead is out and it's being promoted, and Dave Bautista, in the course of promoting Army of the Dead, had some criticisms of how Drax was handled in the MCU. And this is interesting because it has a double function, because it's not just about Marvel, because if you know MauLer's work, he only has one video where he, quote, has an unbridled praise, and it's of Infinity War, and there he specifically talks about Drax. And as we're going to see, basically, Batista is going to say all these great things he's saying don't make a lot of sense because the character was never really fully developed in his eyes. So we're going to hear Bautista speak, and then we're going to use some little clips from the Unbridled Praise video. I'm just going to warn that I'm using an early part of the video and a bit of the middle part of the videos, because I don't want to be accused of manipulating the videos. But so it's the earlier and the middle part of the Unbridled Praise. So let's hear Bautista speak, and then MauLer, and then assess what they both have said.
The issue.
I really wish that they would have invested more in Drax, personally, because I think Drax has more of a story to tell, and I think Drax has got a really interesting backstory, which they dropped the ball on. And that's, no dig on Marvel. They had their slate, and I know what they're focused on, and that's what they had slated out. But man, I think they really missed the ball on Drax. I mean, he's got such a great backstory. If you notice, like Drax, although he looks like a badass, you look at him, Drax looks terrifying. Drax gets his ass kicked more than any other Marvel.
Into their ship, Drax can't help but refer to Thor as what seems to be an angel having made a baby with a pirate, and I can't help but appreciate how goddamn good the dialogue is.
You join Earth's mightiest heroes. Not today, sir.
Are you making your voice deeper?
No.
Mantis then peers into Thor's mind, saying he is feeling grief, sorrow, anxiety, anger, and guilt. Once Thor has been provided a blanket and some food, he then lets the Guardians know what has happened. Gamora then provides an explanation. Thanos wipes out half the population of any collection of humanity he finds to maintain a balance that can sustain the resources for far longer, something he did to Drax's people and many others. He now hopes to do it on a universal scale. Thor is then when Quill threatens to kill Peter. At the thought alone, Tony then threatens to blow off Drax's head if he even tries. Once they're able to calm down, Quill demands to know where is Gamora. Confused, Iron Man says he can do one better. Who is Gamora? And then...
Do you want better? Why is Gamora?
And the entire cinema, myself included, lost their collective shit at that line. Drax never fucking changed, mate.
It's just a metaphor, dude.
His people are completely literal. Metaphors are gonna go over his head.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast. I would catch it. Die, spaceship!
Alright, now I don't really disagree that much in terms of the Drax issue with MauLer, because I do think Drax was pretty funny. And he was fairly consistent and coherent in Infinity War. For the most part, I didn't like Infinity War. It didn't make sense to me. Characters don't make sense. But Drax himself was fine. And people have run with the story that Bautista is really attacking Marvel. He's not. He's just saying that the character was never fully explored. And he understands that they were going to develop the other characters and try to do films on them and explore more of their backstory. But with Drax, they really kind of left him high and dry, and they just made him into a joke machine. And he's very charismatic, and he's a very interesting character, but again, there's much more to him, but they decided to go a different route and really didn't do all that much to him. There's rumors that this will basically be the final appearance of Drax when we see him in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but we really don't know. I hope that they will keep Bautista and do more with Drax, but as he says, the prospects are not too good, and in terms of MauLer's assessment, it now looks completely stupid and silly, because it's great that he enjoyed the funny Drax, but as Bautista says, there's a lot more to this character than just that. But apparently audiences are like, no, that's fine, we don't want this character to change. And Bautista's like, no, I'd rather see something else be done with the character. So an interesting way that audiences versus the performers are looking at Drax. But I side with Bautista. There's a lot more that could be done with Drax. Whether they're ever going to do that, we shall have to wait and see. Alright, this has been Pop Cult Analyzed on the polarizing reception of Drax in the MCU. Thanks for listening.